Hello, everyone, and welcome back to Dice Droppings, Vampire the Masquerade, Chicago by Night Chronicle. I am your humble storyteller, Serena Montgomery, and I'm uh, so excited for us to continue our story. For a brief introduction, I would like to introduce our monsters for the evening, and then we'll just jump right back into where we left off. So go ahead and introduce yourselves, my beautiful kindred.
I'm Tony Prokop, and I'm playing Donovan the Ventru.
Hello, I'm Erin Hestwick. I'm playing Seraphima Abbott, who is the Toreador.
Hello, I'm Jesse Buzzard, and I am playing Marcus Wraith, the Sombra.
Hi there, I'm Erin Flores, and I am playing Clyde, the Nosferatu.
Oh, I love it. Um, So, without further ado, we're just going to jump right back into our story. Because where we previously left off, Marcus Wraith and Clyde were infiltrating an assignment from the Chicago Hounds to complete a boon assigned to, well, requested more, um, of Wraith to retrieve a newly embraced kindred that had been captured in Chicago. The identity of such an individual was revealed to be the favored ghoul of the Emperor of DC, a very old and powerful Lasombra. And who are we to poo-poo on a boon owned by the only legally allowed Lasombra within Chicago Camarilla, as our Wraith is still on probation. But who knows where that friendship could be? Uh, both kindred were able to mask their appearances and succeed in earning that boon, but one of the many things on their docket that they have to pursue is a reoccurring thorn in their side by the name of Paul Sterry, who has been tied in with many of our coterie's outlying situations, including Donovan, one of your touchstone significant other, has been harassed by this outlet, by this Paul Sterry.
Mhm.
And it might have a connection with an individual you all had met after your encounters with Flyboy. Hmm. We are opening up the scene however you all wish to diversify this on where you are located. But specifically with Clyde, you were able to find the IP address that keyed into Paul Sterry's information. And it was an internet cafe in downtown Chicago called Land Party. Now, I will ask for Clyde, are you by yourself in this investigation, or did you invite any other members of your coterie?
Oh, ooh. Um, Probably told Wraith. He's a
Mm-hmm.
cop. This feels like his thing.
Mm-hmm. Okay. So, just you and Wraith?
I mean, everyone knows about it. I think I've kept everyone
You
updated
kept
about
everyone
this area
pretty much
project. Yeah.
updated.
Yes, I did. I did. I think I invited Wraith.
Okay, understood. So I will ask, just so we know where Donovan and Seraphima are, where are the two of you while Clyde and Wraith are when they told you that they were going to investigate this internet cafe?
Um, I mean, I, I kind of want to go with them.
Okay.
I don't see why we can't all go.
Yeah.
Yeah, yeah. We
um,
can all go.
just because I mean, this is gotten to be just like a very annoying thing for Donovan,
Mhm.
specifically because the discovery that this individual was most likely kind, and they clearly are in some kind of know, and involving shit with his people, so it's starting to become a personal annoyance
Yeah,
to
feeling a little
Donovan.
targeted.
Mhm.
Perhaps a little bit, but also just like I don't think Donovan has ever hid his disdain for Kine in general, and it's less detests them and more just doesn't want anything to do with them. But yeah, I
Or wants
think
one specific thing to do with them, but that's kind of it.
yeah, I mean that's what they're useful for. It's like it's just sort of like when a cow plots to burn down your farm. It's just sort of like rude.
Mhm.
Um,
Especially
Um,
in Chicago, that is a statement.
mhm.
rude.
Hey, listen, 2 hours south of here, it's just 500 miles of farmland. So,
Yep. Vengeful cows
Mm.
everywhere.
Yeah, and Seraphim, will you be going? Will you be going as well?
Um, yeah, like she'll go.
Mhm.
I think like she's. It's more to kind of see what exactly is going on, and she knows if anything. She's good at crowd control, so it's like okay.
Understood.
I'm assuming I'm needed for potential crowd control. This is good.
Yeah,
mhm.
absolutely. So to describe the street, and you all being the older kindred that you are, can inform me how you're approaching. The Land Party, which is the name of the internet cafe, has been transplanted into a much more older historical, I say historical, but much more older foundation of the downtown Chicago building. Has a nice brick outside as opposed to more the modern buildings that has that steel or stone finish at its foundation. And you see the cracked, either purposeful or maybe stylistically purposeful or low budget, the broken flashing neon lights of the sign Land Party blinking. The interior design that you can see from the windows are dingy and dark, with the only bright illumination at the cafe slash countertop, where you can still see the cashier kind of just leaning against the counter, already buried into their phone. And you do see a couple of individuals with their laptops out on the service tables, the provided monitors. There's only about one or two, but this building does have a basement area that you don't have access to see visibly. Huh? I will ask, how would you all like to approach or intercede? Yes.
I got a question. Should we make hunger rolls because it's a new day?
Thank you for
Yes.
reminding me. Yes, we are starting on a new night, so any superficial wounds have been healed, and superficial willpower is, of course, healed by your resolve or composure, whichever is higher. You all have. I'm always a little bit more lenient on their hunger because these guys have a stupid amount of herd.
Mhm.
But for tonight, rolls for your rouse for getting up in the evening, and of course my always question is anyone who wishes to use blush of life, that will require a
Yep.
secondary roll. Hmm.
I will.
Hmm.
I'm surprised I didn't fail both of them.
Ah,
I Seraphim is just a hungry girl.
Listen, that's your constant existence, and I get it. All right,
I will
so
use her dot to quench
mhm,
mine 1 dot of hunger before I leave, because who
before
knows
leaving.
I mean,
what
would you mind if I do it too, Donovan?
go for it. It's why they're there.
Hmm.
I mean,
dutiful employees of the Aries Club who are paid too much to ask questions.
Hmm. Some of them even like it.
Some of them even like it. What's not to like? So please increase your hunger by those marks of failure, and then of course reducted by your herd sampling. Now, you know the layout of the building, and Clyde, you don't have a specific pinpoint. You might have to actually physically log into one of these computers, but you know the IP address is to this internet cafe. How would you all like to approach?
Okay.
Is there anything we want to do before we enter it? Like,
Hmm.
I assume we're all in a car together.
Yes, we definitely have a getaway car for sure.
I'm assuming it's not the Cheeto scented van.
No.
I'm assuming Donovan and Seraphima would straight
No.
up be like,
If it was
"No."
just me and Wraith, maybe, but you guys are here, so yeah, no, I don't think so.
No, it's
No.
no, we're in one of my
Many SUVs.
yes, many cars. I think for funsies, we're essentially in what is like a miniature limousine, but it was not originally a limousine. It was a hearse,
Lovely.
Nice. Oh,
and that is just a personal tiny little joke for Donovan.
I
99.
He definitely brings it up every time we go in that car. For sure.
100%.
I definitely have never said it to any of you. It's purely for Donovan's own head.
Wait,
Okay.
99% of being a vampire is the presentation. I don't care what it is.
Black humor all the way.
Tinted window.
Death humor everywhere.
Mhm.
Question for Clyde probably.
Mhm.
Because Donovan and Seraphima both have ghouls. How big of a party do you want this thing to be?
Given that it's, I don't trust it to just be the one guy. However, I don't think we're gonna be facing off against the whole army of hunters like we did last time. So, yeah, I think just your two, one maybe another ghoul is fine. Yeah,
Just keep them in the car.
yeah. I don't think they need to be out there.
Okay.
We
Yeah.
have weapons if we need to, and they're like right at the door. We'll be fine. Yeah.
Storyteller.
Yes, right. Down.
Yeah. Storyteller question. Which ghoul?
Do you want Alexandra? Do you want Severin?
What
Here goes
driving
school.
or
Yeah,
what?
driving and I guess maybe
yeah,
protection if you need it. So
I mean, I
I
think
mean-
Severin will be the best for spotting things.
Severin a spotty boy.
If you want, like, I can go into his sheet if this would make you feel better. It's like he does have access to Auspex, heightened senses.
Awesome.
He's got 2 dots in awareness and 2 in wits. So if that's where you want the strength, he also has 2 in drive and 4 in dex.
Yeah. 2 in drive, 4 in dex.
So.
I mean, that's pretty good. Yeah, if he wants to drive, sure.
He can be our driver tonight if you want. But I know you enjoy your girl Alexandra so much.
Yeah, I was just gonna have Alexandra be in the front seat, and
Yeah, that's fine.
Yeah,
There's
then
plenty of
then Severin can drive, and then we're all in the back.
Okay.
Oh.
So both Severin and Alexandra. Okay.
Yeah, they're just staying in the car. They don't get to come into the party.
Severin is Alexandra's best friend.
According to Alexandra, yes.
Mhm.
I have a storyteller question real quick.
Yes.
So when you said I know I have to get to the cafe, when you said log in, do you mean log in to see that computer that is being used, or just
to pinpoint which exact computer you would need, you'd probably need to access it like hardware. It's
Understood.
hardware, but you got the IP address of the entire building.
Okay, cool. Yeah. I can get in there and be unseen relatively easy, but I think just in case I am covered head to toe. Not in this, just full hoodie, probably like a big scarf or
Mhm.
something on. Um,
Now, Clyde, if you
mm,
could inform me, how popular are these internet cafes these days?
East it. Oh, right. They're still pretty heavy foot traffic. I don't know about Can I look up the Yelp review for this one specifically to see how popular this one we're going to is?
This one,
Because, like,
absolutely
yeah.
not even a rule necessary thanks to Yelp and modern
Thank
technology.
you,
Yeah,
Yelp.
this internet cafe, it has like one of the top reviews that says it says best place if you want to do shady shit, 5 stars.
Yeah.
Literally most helpful review that's on
Yeah.
there.
Okay.
The review, it's got a decent amount of foot traffic. The lower amount of reviews that it has is because it's dirty on the inside, not great service. So people come in here to do stuff, not so much to lounge
Okay.
and hang around.
Okay. Okay.
Yeah,
So
because I know internet cafes in real life just basically are all dead, and no one goes to them anymore because
Hmm.
Hmm.
of creepy reasons.
Yeah.
well, it seems like the creeps congregated to this one specific internet cafe. So yeah, medium foot traffic. It seems like a lot of people are going in and out, which also means no one's probably going to recognize anyone, even if they see us.
Mostly
Okay.
used as drug drop off points and
Yeah.
not
Um, would it be easier with some sort of distraction?
It would. I was going to ask for that. I can probably locate the computer once I get in there on my own, but I would have to
Yeah.
actually, be
Yeah, I
there.
mean, listen, I haven't stretched my legs in a bit. I can be a distraction. I'm sure literally
Oh,
me just walking inside would distract everyone.
hmm
Hold on, hold on. Just
okay. Yeah. Clyde just nods. Yeah.
uh yeah,
Okay.
immediately but like uh Donovan like takes his coat off and like undoes his
Do,
button and
do you roll the shirt cuffs up a little bit?
no, I know I take that off.
Oh,
I've taken no,
whoa.
yeah, he's taking it all off.
Whew.
He's absentmindedly throwing it to the left, which is just towards Alexandra.
hmm
Um,
Are we talking the jacket or the shirt?
yes, both, everything.
Okay.
Both.
Oh,
Um,
we're not done. We're not there yet. Not not on us. I mean, you could practice, but
I assume. Oh, I thought when we were talking, we're sitting outside of it right now.
Yeah, we're in the car.
Yeah.
Oh, I thought we
You're
were in
in
the
the car
car.
out.
We're
Yeah.
like talking.
We're in the
I
car.
We're in the
Right
car.
Prepping
outside of
for
it.
this.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. So I just literally throws it all towards Alexandra. He just has like uh the the white tank top undershirt.
hmm
And then like reaches under his own seat and pulls a drawer, and then just pulls out what looks like a incredibly plain black T-shirt, still probably of stupidly high quality, and then just puts
hmm
that on.
Yeah.
Like Dolce and Gabbana, just plain black. Yeah.
Yeah, yeah,
Or I
plain
was
black,
say,
no symbols anywhere, but just like there's definitely a tiny tag on the inside that has
That
like some
imperial
kind.
cotton.
Yeah.
Yeah,
ooh, it's nice Egyptian cotton. Ooh.
hmm
I
yeah.
believe you said something about a basement entrance.
You have to find it. There's no basement
Oh, okay.
entrance visible to where you are, but
Mhm.
Okay.
But there are like
situation.
the tiny little rectangle windows indicating that there's a
hmm
basement level.
Yeah.
Okay.
Got that.
I'll
Gotcha.
probably, if you don't mind, Donovan, I'll probably go take a look around for the entrance to the basement.
Sure. Just
Don't cause any trouble.
well, no, actually, no. I have full faith that if you cause trouble, that you'll be able to take care of it. The thing I was just ask, you can still hear us, right? We just can't. You just can't respond. Is the problem, right?
Yes.
Got it. Okay. Just make sure to keep that piece in, just so you can hear us. I know you won't be able to really say anything back that we'll be able to understand. Um.
I'll use Morse code with
Yeah, you know
Clyde's
our code.
pager.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. Great.
Oh, speaking of causing trouble, I know my main thing right now is to get to the computer and see
Sure.
how far this thing leads, but I know we do want this Stary guy taken care of. That's not happening tonight though, is it? Like the same time we're getting rid
I
of
mean,
him,
if
or
he's here, are you saying that he might? I assumed he's not here. This doesn't look like a place where someone lives.
This is a place of business. I
no? But
Yeah,
this might
this.
be. I assumed he would come here. Like this is where he works, though. So
I don't,
I mean,
not
really,
unless it's
I
just
would
a drop
I,
point.
I would assume
that
this is
too.
just
Yeah.
where he just uses computers that won't link back to him. And then the whole point is then you can find out through the details of the computers here where he lives, and then we're going to go there and kill him. Yes.
That's fine. I didn't know if you wanted to like take care of him as soon as he walked out the door, but okay, that's fine.
I mean, I
Um,
assume he's not here. If he's here, then yeah, we're just going to shoot him.
During this
that's-
whole conversation, I would like
Yeah.
to use heightened senses eyesight. I want to look around to see if there are any like security cameras or something on the street.
Absolutely. So go ahead and give me wits aspects.
Let me double check the stuff. I get to add my aspects to the
Okay,
roll.
then there we go.
So it's
roll plus
awareness,
Mm-hmm.
and then okay, I don't have a specialty in awareness.
Mm-hmm.
So awareness, wits, aspects is just 1 right now. I don't think anything else helps me.
Mm-hmm.
Actually, yeah, we'll do that.
All right, let's double check because that's a grand 3. Are you satisfied with 3 successes?
I'm okay with the 3.
All right, excellent. With 3 successes, you don't see any hidden cameras outside of just what's allowed for, the city of Chicago within the. So you have the ones that are within the streetlights. The Land Cafe, Land Party has.
But there's no
one
like
that-
CCTV, like
There's
no.
no hidden ones
Okay.
that you can spot. But what you do spot is parked a distance away, kind of blending in with some of the other nondescript vehicles that are just parked outside along the street. You do notice a car that is off, no lights running, no engine running, but you uh enhancing your senses of eyesight, you do see 3 people in that car.
Can I
So
tell like rough frame or something? I'm assuming I can't get like a really detailed look of who they are, but like, do they look like
well, actually,
large?
you can because you have heightened senses.
Well, I don't know how far away the car is, so I didn't want to make an assumption and take that away
No
from
problem.
you.
I will say no problem. Heightened senses bullshit amount of sight because I believe that's what I believe personally. That's what it's for.
I get bird
Yeah.
eyes.
No problem. With 3, you get a pretty clear description of all 3 of them. One is a very burly, husky kind of like linebacker built, and he is currently eating like a fast food burger. You can tell from the foil wrap as he bites into it, and currently is wiping his mouth as he's talking to the guy next to him, who has a bit more physicality built. He's built like a dad who worked out, but then has now developed like a softer dad body.
Okay.
None of them are younger, from what you can see, the 3 of them. None of them are younger than probably their mid-30s. They're all like mid-30s and older. And then the last one, who currently is kind of seated, elbows leaned on the 2 front chairs that are occupied, has a phone out.
Directed at our car.
Directed at your car.
Lovely. Gentlemen. Like as adorable as this is, we have an audience. And I proceed to describe the individuals and
Okay,
the
cool,
phone.
you
Collective head turns.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Mhm.
and just like
And I proceed to tell Severin, it's like, act like you're talking to Alexandra, please. Or just have a conversation.
all the windows are illegally tinted.
Yeah, we're still in the car.
Yeah, but
They probably have-
just in case, just in general, so then like noise can also be provided for whatever is going on.
Okay.
Mhm.
Well, in that case, fun. Yeah.
Are their car windows illegally tinted?
I
No.
could see them.
Okay.
All right.
Okay,
Here's
what kind of
I've-
make and model on the car, just for curiosity's sake?
Yeah, I will write
Yeah.
down the driver's not license, the
Yeah,
license
you
plate.
you can get the license plate. It has a license plate hanging off the front of it. Let me see here.
Is it like a Chevy Impala or something?
Let me see. Trying to find, because I always use Honda Civic as like my base.
The
For
default,
old
yeah.
cars.
That's an
Yeah.
accurate, cheap, reliable
Uh-huh.
car. I'm not offended by that at all.
Yeah.
Okay.
A
I'm not
Subaru
It was my
Impreza.
first car.
Mm,
It was mine too, which is why I know it. I don't
yeah,
know cars.
I had a '98 Honda
it's the only
Civic.
one.
Let me see.
Mom
Here.
wrecked the hell out of that thing.
Mm.
Threw it into
Yeah,
reverse.
I will say, Seraphima, with the wealth that you acquire, just to expedite the time, it looks like a very old, um, and when I say old, like an old rental car, like it's a rental car that's used. It's not a
Got
really
it.
good make and model.
Yeah. I share all of this and license plate information with Clyde.
Yeah.
Um,
Would you like me to go pay them a visit? Detective style.
Um, no, no. I
Alright.
I have a better idea. I'm gonna get out of the car. I'm
Uh-huh.
gonna open the trunk and look like I'm grabbing my jacket
Yeah.
from it.
Mhm.
When that happens, Clyde, you're gonna sneak out
Hmm.
of the back.
Yeah.
I would then like you to uh I don't know if you have anything like this. I don't like what if you can go see what they're talking about, or also if I don't know. I don't think you know anything about. Do you know anything about cars?
Um,
How many
just
points?
go,
How
you
many
can't
points?
see, but yeah.
How many points do you have in drive?
I think if I have one, no, I don't.
You know,
I used to
very
collect
little.
model cars
You used to
sometimes.
you
No,
used
never
to
mind.
collect model cars.
Yeah,
Okay.
that's I honestly nothing honest. I could try to overhear what they're saying.
Hato in the tailpipe.
I didn't
Uh,
drive for a while.
no, I was thinking if maybe you can get under their vehicle and shut it off. But I you don't know anything about cars,
I
so
don't.
uh, so we're gonna go ahead and not do that. Um, is there anywhere you can get any kind of tracking thing under there?
That I could probably do. Yeah.
Great. So do that as quick as you can. I will be milling about the car for about a minute,
If you could, yeah,
maybe
just
two.
90
Um,
seconds would be great.
and then I
do you want to act like you're coming out of the driver's seat? Have Severn move, and then if you want, I can come out.
yes,
Like look like it's something with the engine.
yes, I might do something like that. Yeah, I think that's a good idea. I obviously he dressed down into just he put on now his black jeans and his single black t-shirt.
You had a
Uh,
full Mr. Rogers scene as changing into your home clothes. Yeah, real
House
nice.
shoes and everything.
Yeah.
yeah, yeah. Of course, these are all style boots, and of course now his hair, which was in a much more business style, is now slicked back more. He did like pull out a weirder comb to do it. And again, this is what this is casual. It's like casual for like a teen in like 56, but
Is the t-shirt tucked in as well?
yeah,
100%.
Oh.
yeah,
God.
and the sleeves
Oh.
are rolled up a little bit.
Oh.
All right.
I just see
Ugh.
like the
I-
Grease title card coming.
Totally
up.
different visual
100%,
right
yeah.
now. Oh, okay, got it. Okay.
Yeah, no, Seraphima totally takes like one of like your default backup leather jackets or something from the backseat to like cover like her nice expensive top.
Mhm.
Because we're what, in fall right now? So it's theoretically supposed to be cold in Chicago. So like jacket, cover up
Mm-hmm.
for whenever you
Sounds
need
good.
backup for that to
All
help
right.
extend time.
Yeah.
Ready to go?
Yep, I think we're ready to go.
Okay.
And then of course, Wraith, you're on standby if shit gets loud. Then you can
Yep.
just rocket out of the car and murder everyone.
Yeah.
Okay. So,
Also, Donovan is also now tucking he will also tuck a gun into his back waistband.
no problem. So I will say that Clyde, do you have unseen passage or?
I do. I would like
Okay.
to do that
So
before
you
I go
sneaking
in.
is not going to be a problem. I'm going to need either Donovan or Zeraphima for you to roll. I'm gonna say this feels definitely subterfuge.
Real quick,
And
I also have unseen passage.
if you wish to leave the car, that is definitely your choice. There's just no roll associated with you two
Yep.
because they can't see
Just have
invisible
to
people.
rouse.
Yes, you will just have to rouse for it. But I'm specifically, since they will be looking at the people who are seen, I'm going to say, ooh, I can't decide if this is. I think this is subterfuge. You were deliberately trying to manipulation. You were trying to mislead them with this false
Good.
presentation.
All right.
So
I'm
either
Yes.
both of you can roll, or
Yes.
one of you could roll manipulation, subterfuge, and give whoever is rolling another bonus die. So you'll get one just
do you want to do you want to roll this?
Oh my god, this is like my kit. 100% my.
All right,
I'm
I
assuming
will
this is
give
manipulation.
I will
Yeah,
give you
do
a
it.
bonus. I will give you a bonus dice then by
Okay.
just helping out.
I'm assuming impeccable lies will not help me because it's not like they can hear me.
Not in this, no. Oh, I would also subterfuge or performance would also work.
Mhm.
A reminder for myself.
I have
and for
imitate
everyone.
as a specialty in performance. I don't know if that'll help me, like putting on a persona or whatever.
Don't forget that you can
I
take
don't
half.
think you're imitating anyone specific. Imitation, I think, is for someone a specific.
Yeah, that's what I
someone.
thought. It's like that, or else it's like if it's a specific scenario where like I'm imitating somebody else's skill or something, that would apply
Yeah,
more than this.
I think.
Gotcha.
Okay. Let me, cause I gotta go through all the fun stuff.
And remember, I'm giving you a bonus die.
Yep. And of course, if you wish to take half, that
Okay.
is just automatically generated successes.
The more you know. I didn't even need to say it this time. Look at all of you
I
remembering.
know. I'm learning.
Okay, so before going outside, I'm gonna turn on awe,
Of course.
because that will help my performance roll. Because I get to add presence onto it. So that will be 3 from presence. It'll be 3 from performance, 6. It'll be 4 from manipulation, 10. Do I get anything for being attractive?
Yeah.
So that'll make it 12.
Plus
Plus
one.
an extra die, which will be 13. So half would be 6. I'm taking half.
Okay. Yeah. Absolutely.
My kits.
For sure. For I mean, yeah, not even an issue. You and Donovan, I don't know what you and Donovan do to make this duo a deception.
I think I
seamless.
come out of the back as if he's like my driver, and like I want to know what the hell is going on, so then I can open up the side back door for Clyde
Okay.
and Wraith to get out.
Yeah, goes fully seamless. And then Clyde, you've already rolled me a rouse check. Marcus, you've also rolled me a rouse check. Excellent.
Yes.
Increase that hunger, please, if you have not already. With Donovan and Seraphima just seamlessly falling into these roles.
I've literally already gone to the back. There is literally a box of tools back there. Like there are on every car I own because.
We've dealt with those problems.
Yep, and then Donovan pops the hood and like puts a thing on, and then just like does the guy thing of like putting hands on the hips and just like
forcing those human body movements. I say force, but with a 6 deception, like no.
Occasionally rubbing my arms because she has my jacket, and
Nice.
and we've got I know we got what's it called the blush of life on, so we do
Hey,
feel
you
that
have breath
cold.
coming out, yeah.
Feel the cold, your breath miss against it. So Clyde, you're heading over to the car.
Yes. Spy mode.
Absolutely. No rolls necessary. You are invisible. You know how to plant tracking devices. You can hear them outside of the car.
Okay.
And of
Sorry,
course,
here
the
for a little
first
bit.
thing you hear is "damn,"
Yeah.
and you hear, yeah, you hear it's just like, "Will, you're fucking married." It's like, yeah, I'm married, but I can appreciate beauty when it walks fucking by.
So was it
Um,
Seraphima or Donovan who they were talking about? That's the question, you know?
yeah, that is the question.
Regardless, both prime specimens.
That was Brian
Both
Fessman.
prime
Doesn't
specimens.
matter to this married guy, apparently. He's fine.
Mm-hmm. Uh, you hear them. So you hear three names. You hear August, Will, and um, what name am I? What random name generator am I going to use? Yeah.
Wants to come up with one?
I'd also like to
Actually,
activate Silence of Death.
okay. Just doubling to
It's a
your.
free. Yep.
Yeah. No. Yeah, we'll call the last one
Mike.
Malcolm.
Malcolm.
Mike?
I was gonna say Tom, yeah. Nick?
Mhm.
Cool.
Just a.
Mhm.
Larry.
Yeah,
Yeah.
you do hear very quickly. It's like, Malcolm, quit fucking trying to get her ass. Just watch the fucking car. And you just hear them like conversing as you plant the tracking device.
Okay.
Is there anything else you'd like to do?
Oh. I'm tempted to try to stop their car, but I don't think I got nothing in
I
drive.
believe she said the car is not
off.
on.
It's
Yeah,
off,
it's off
yeah.
and everything.
Okay.
I mean,
Yeah, I'll just roll out from under the car, which I assume I am.
I could go in there and just squeeze something.
Well, I think at this point now we want to find out where they are, because if they were sent
That's
to look
true.
for us, then we wanna find out where their base is. I run over before the door closes. I did get a funny image of like the door closing and then
Yeah.
invisible thumb. Oh,
And
Like if you like hit me or something, it's like I'll put on like a big like thing of like I'm gonna go outside, like I'm gonna go inside, I'm gonna see if they've got a phone, we'll get somebody, and it's like whatever kind of like mechanic to like get you in to the landline or LAN party, whatever.
I don't think I can touch anyone. I will I can probably like gently like tap the car so you can like hear it or anything.
Yeah.
yeah.
No, that wouldn't work.
No. Well, no. You. If you read it, no, Clyde, you can like murder a person while invisible.
Yeah, I think don't you have the higher level of being invisible?
No,
No.
he just says unseen passage.
No,
but,
it's unseen passage.
But remember, this isn't D&D. Like, invisible.
Thank you.
Yeah.
No loud sounds, whispers, automatically.
Yeah, like you could whisper literally if you wanted.
Okay. Yeah, that's fine. Yeah, I'll just get your attention.
Yeah, so like I'll 100% like go and I'll open up the door long enough for like you to get in and like me like
Yeah,
look, I'm gonna
Slip
go,
it in.
I'm gonna call.
Well, no, right.
Hold on.
What? Okay. Right.
Go.
Reading it. Yeah.
Before we, well, go ahead and post and read
In a
that.
bit,
Before
yeah,
we
read it.
decide what you all are going to do, I do want to see what Wraith is going to do because he also used unseen passage.
Yep.
So Wraith.
I am just going to be standing nearby the car
Okay.
in case they decide to get out or something.
Yeah, no problem. So you'll be the first one to be aware of that when they do so. Yeah. Just seeing.
Yeah. Basically, it literally says like people can try and see you if you make noise, like basically like a predator. But basically, this is like if you do stuff, you don't turn uninvisible.
Yeah.
As
You're
long
just
as you don't make a
invisible.
sound louder than a whisper.
Oh, okay, got it.
Right,
Yeah.
but no, right, but if you read the wordings that if you are loud, it's just now that people will then notice you. You don't turn uninvisible. They just can then make a roll to detect you. They're
Only
like, wait a
cloak
minute,
of-
is someone here?
Only Cloak of Shadows breaks if you do it.
Yeah, if you do something, yeah.
Ah, got
So
it.
this is you can strangle someone to death while invisible
Cool.
and be fine.
As long as
What
you're quiet
makes
about it.
Vampires so scary.
Mhm.
Just my silence of death, and then my eyes at the beast just to be on the safe side.
Absolutely. I don't believe either of those require a rouse check. So yeah,
Nope.
All
you
right.
are.
So once
Cool.
once I know Clyde is back inside, I'm gonna make a
Yeah.
move. Okay.
Okay. So I know Seraphina has opened the door.
Mm-hmm.
You have roused no suspicion, so it's very easy for Clyde to you whisper or tap Seraphina to let you know that you're
Mhm.
inside. And
Mystery
then
system.
so since Donovan and Seraphina are the distraction, I will ask what the two of you are doing, and then Clyde will
Well,
go down.
well, Donovan wanted to do a thing because if anything, I'm just standing there having the door open right now.
Understood.
Yeah. Yeah. Then I would say, as we stand there having it open, knowing Clyde is going inside, Donovan will say like, "All right, just wait inside," and then I will have as Donovan look around, just like defeated, but then what to know? Notice three dudes in a gar.
Oh.
Um, ho
Mm-hmm.
ho.
Oh.
And I just go, oh, and like just like eyes go up as if like recognize, and then like grab rag and like wipe hand off and put it on, and then just begin to casually, friendly make my way towards that
Okay.
car.
Absolutely. So Seraphina Donovan has given you the okay to head inside. Do you
Okay,
head inside?
so I will be Clyde, kind of distraction backup of whoever the
Mhm.
fuck is in there. Still have awe up and da 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 da.
No problem. So, I'm gonna follow Donovan as you all split up, and we follow Donovan crossing the street, appearing very friendly, letting that six deception just fully slide
Yep,
through.
and I will flick my awe on as I'm
Mhm.
walking towards them as well.
Yeah.
Yeah, absolutely. Do you go to the driver's side or the passenger side?
Driver's side.
Yeah, no problem. The driver's side when knock on the
Yeah,
window.
yeah. I like wave as I come up and
Mhm.
lean myself down on their
Yeah,
cart. Did they roll down the window at all?
I will
Or?
say very quickly, like you see the wiry one who had the cell phone very quickly just like lower the cell phone and sit back.
I don't
Uh,
act like I noticed it. Like,
Understood, but I'm just saying
yeah,
because I'm giving you the allowance of safety
yeah,
because you spotted them
yeah,
beforehand.
absolutely.
And yeah, the one who was driving is the Seraphim, the husky one who had the cheeseburger, puts it aside, wipes his mouth, rolls the window down.
Yeah, I'm just like, evening, fellas.
Oh,
uh,
yeah.
Listen, glad I caught you guys out here. I'm bit of a problem. My vehicle just well, it's not doing too good. Would you guys mind giving me a jump? I already got the cables.
Yeah. Uh, you have awe up. They are. I
And I,
am
and
going to.
I then like go like and like do one of these and
Yeah,
give me one of
please
these.
give me a charisma subterfuge. I think this is
Okay.
Does
the
his
role.
attractive help?
Oh,
I don't.
some guys was staring at both of them, so
They
you
were.
know.
I'm going to say yes.
Oh,
Yeah.
sick.
I almost thought you blew
Awesome.
it there when you were about to say vehicle or automobile. I was like, dude, it's car. No, it's car.
You got anything
Uh,
that else that'll help you?
um, I do have a specialty of subterfuge called entrap. would
Hmm.
this would this help?
You know, for what? Because you specifically went to the driver's side. Yes, actually.
Okay, sick. All right. So that okay. So that together is 7, 6, 13. I'm gonna take half. That's 6 successes.
Moral of the
High
story:
five!
send your pretty people to go talk to people. But yeah, you see, like the husky fellow who's driving is just like, of course we can help you. And you see the one on the side in the passenger side like hits his arm, and he like turns and says, "Yeah, we can help." And he's like, "Fine."
Thanks,
So
fellas. You guys are lifesavers.
yeah, and you see him give a small smile. It's like, "No, happy to help. You know, didn't want to leave you stranded." Uh,
Yeah, no, appreciate it. And as stand up and let them. I don't know if
hmm.
they're gonna
They'll
start the
move.
car and move her.
Yeah,
Yeah,
start the car, move it over.
yeah. The moment they do, I'll wait for them to come. Walk walk over to where they're back, do the whole thing, have them pop the trunk. I'll
Mhm.
now Donovan actually has 3 in drive, so Donovan actually
Mhm.
knows a lot about cars.
Yeah. Mhm.
As he used to maybe do illegal things with him when he was like 14. Uh, um, and so begin to hook stuff up, and as I hook stuff up, I immediately go over to like the driver's side. I'm like, yeah, these old models. It's a remodeled '58, the Cadillac, and it just.
Yeah, the husky guy's like, yeah, yeah. I mean, it's unfortunate you and those things kind of happen. It's that
Oh
unfortunate
yeah.
you and your wife got stranded
Oh,
out here.
I mean, I gotta go. Oh no, fella, I wish. Like, no, client. No, I'm a driver.
Oh, okay. So then it's the husky guy talking as he's hooking up the cables. He's like, "So are you single? Like, or is that too inappropriate?"
I go, no, like, no, not inappropriate at all. I mean, what are was it 3 like fellas like yourself doing out here at this hour? Why don't you tell me? And as yeah, I immediately I use compel, um, just like
Yeah.
yeah,
Yeah. He is an unprepared human as you use compel. As he says, uh, yeah, he compel tell you what you're doing out here. Our client Redwood got uh a detection spike and told us to look outside this place because he said people were gonna be coming after him.
like,
And
oh, yeah.
you hear inside the car, August, what the fuck? Um,
Whoa! Hey, I immediately like, hey, just being friendly. Are you? So you guys are in security then?
yeah, I'm gonna say, you still have awe up.
Yeah, I do.
So I'm going to let August is going to be a little bit more susceptible because he is attracted to you. So I'm going to say the compel still I'm gonna allow the
Mm-hmm.
compel to still linger. So ooh, best thing. So two things are happening at the same time. As August answers, yeah, yeah, we're with Dark Hour Security. You hear in the car, the soft dad bod is just like, August, what the fuck are you talking about? And I will say, Wraith, he does, because you're watching invisibly with red glowing eyes. He is kind of looks like he's reaching for his seatbelt to get out of the car, and then the wiry one in the back has pulled up his phone again. Um, but he hasn't like moved. Like you have not done anything suspiciously. You
Yeah,
just seen the one in the car, just the soft dad bod, who his name is Will. I will say, so now I can address them as their
Will.
names. He's
I will
definitely
step up towards the passenger side door.
no problem. Um, he's just very much trying to get Will's attention. He's very much trying to get August's attention, but August is fully in Donovan's
Yeah, and
corner.
Donovan immediately is like, "Oh, so you guys are in personal security?" I mean, I obviously I'm in personal security as well, though I just have to do the small contract work. So are you guys in like one of those bigger firms? I mean, obviously, I look at your, it looks down at the car. Well, maybe it's not that great.
Yeah, August is just like, nah, this is just a side job that we took because, the three
Mhm.
of us, we know each other from, well, know each other from church. So, and
Oh,
we're,
from church.
yeah, I'm a private investigator just on normal side, but
Oh, okay.
business has been kind of tight. So we just took up this job for some extra money, and I brought in Will because he's got kids, and Malcolm, you just need some extra money.
Yeah, I go to St. Mary's. I'm Catholic. What do you guys?
Oh, I mean, we've been through St. Mary's, but recently we found a new place. It's a mega church. Do you
Oh,
know?
aren't
Do you
those
know
aren't aren't those donations can get pretty scary, or is that more for like bigger people?
I think the donations get a little scary if you have that kind of money, but so far it's just been a really
Gotcha.
nice collective. They have a really cool community. I mean,
Oh, that's
there's
nice.
not a lot of people you can talk to that, I used to think I August seems to be flustering a little bit. His cheeks are getting a little red. He says, "I was a little apprehensive at first because I saw like a lot of, ex-military and stuff. But finding out some of them were also in private security and some different backgrounds,
Yeah,
it's a nice
I
community.
I'm ex-military actually.
No kidding.
Yeah, no, like crazy. So
Yeah.
you guys just like then sweeps over to look at the other two.
Mhm.
Has me saying any of this like still got them on edge or
I will say Will definitely looks like he's just like because you rolled so well and you used a 6. It's not that he's on edge. He's just staring at August, just like, what
this
is he
is
doing? Because
yeah
August should not be saying this
saying
stuff.
this stuff. Yeah.
Yeah, but he hasn't. You haven't, because of what presence is. You haven't in dominate. You haven't done anything to rouse their
Hmm.
suspicions. So I will say August is fine. Will is the one who is like on edge, but hasn't decided what he's going to do yet.
And
And then
Malcolm's the guy with the phone.
yeah, Malcolm's just like watching everything with very wide eyes.
Cool.
And
I think okay. So I'm gonna reach down like, so I think so are you guys? And do I now notice he's just like holding a phone up?
yeah, it's the
I'm like
long way up and he's just like trying to pretend like he's texting, but he's not doing very well.
I go, oh, is your phone working, man?
Yeah.
Does he look up even when he says
He
when he
does.
says
He
yeah?
looks yeah, he looks up fully.
So the second he looks up, I'm like, oh, oh, give it to me. Let me borrow it for a sec. And I compelling.
Yeah, sure. Compel, no roll necessary. He just hands it over to you.
Great.
Yeah. Um
I
hmm,
was he filming?
he was.
Cool. I go and I just look over to me. Is Will just freaking out because now he
Yeah,
just handed?
Will is just like, "Okay, buddy, can you like listen, this is look, we're here to help you start your car. You can
Yeah, really appreciate
give
it.
the
Just
kid
need
his
to
phone
make a
back."
call. No, I just need to make a call. Mine's
Yeah,
dead.
you have well, I mean, you can go inside and charge it. If you could just give us back the
Inside
phone.
where?
The building. Seems to be
I
people inside.
yeah. He looks. I look over. I go. Oh, it totally looks abandoned. Like to me. Like I mean, he said it was okay, man. You okay?
Yeah, I'm good. We need to get out of here. August.
Tell me why you're so nervous. I once
Yeah.
again compel.
Okay. Compel does not require a rouse check. Does not do anything.
No,
Yeah. Um.
I'm just very convincing.
You're just very convincing. Yeah. As you say, tell me why you're nervous. Will like locks into place, blinks a couple of times, and says, "We need the phone to record the conversation."
Like record what? I think tell me what conversation you're recording.
Conversation with you. We get 3 grand. We get 3 grand to record a conversation with you.
Like um like I go interesting.
What the?
I think I go give me your gun because I assume he has a gun.
Yeah, he's still an unprepared human. So he's going to reach in, give you your gun. As the gun leaves his hand, like kind of reaching out because hasn't gotten out of the car. And I'm assuming
Hmm.
you're just like leaned over talking to him.
Yeah,
Yeah, he fully hands you the gun, and as the gun leaves his hand, he's like, "Why the fuck did I do that? We need
and
to
I
go."
I
Uh,
immediately like do the thing where I like dislodge the bolter and
mhm,
like just take apart the pistol essentially. I just go like
absolutely.
I go, well, no, you just didn't like because August is the one driving and he's the one who got out.
Yeah.
Um uh and I will then after I take the gun I'll go August
Huh? Yeah.
August who pay is someone tell me if someone's paying you to watch me.
Absolutely. Someone's paying us to watch you.
Tell me who is
I'm
paying you to watch me.
some anonymous person. His name's Redwood. As he's saying that, Marcus, you see Will trying to maneuver over to the driver's seat because he looks like he's going to try and get out of here, even with the hood open and connected to the other car. Would you like to do something in response to that?
Yes.
Hmm.
I'm going to open the passenger door,
Hmm.
grab him, and pull him up
Oh shit.
out of the car,
All
face to
right.
face with me. Obviously, dropping my eyes and my
I
unseen
am
presence.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I'm going to.
Gotcha.
You are invisible, so he's not prepared. So you would only need one success to grab him. So I'm gonna say, don't even. You do not have to roll because you are invisible during this altercation. So you have the element of surprise in your hand as you open the door as it was unlocked. Grab him and
Whether it
like
was or not, it would come open.
it would not matter. Your strength is insane. As you grab him, put him into a lock, and he's fully immobilized. The danger of any of this being recorded is done because you have already taken Malcolm's phone. As Malcolm is now just like arms splayed in the back seat as he's now watching what's happening as a man suddenly appeared in front of him. But we're gonna take a pause in this. Go inside with Seraphima and Clyde. Seraphima, you open the door. Clyde is already inside, and as you have awe up, uh, there. Do you still have heightened senses, eyes up? Okay. So the thing you notice immediately, a reaction that you are very much used to when you walk into a room, is everyone turns and looks at you, and even the cash register barista who seemed completely put off by everything that was going on adopts a very friendly customer service smile that might actually be genuine, except for one person who you see their body language goes rigid as the door opens and the bell goes off, and is deliberately not turning to look at you, and their back is to you, and they're currently typing away at a computer.
Uh, can I roughly clock to see how far away they are from the door?
Yeah, it's not that far. I mean, the layout of this building is pretty small, so I would say they're maybe about 20-30 feet from
Okay,
the front door. They're kind of they took a seat that's the furthest from the door, but even then it's still pretty small.
got it. Yeah, she comes in like acting like it's a little cold. It's like,
Mhm.
especially with her outfit or whatever. It's like
Mhm.
does some of the outside noise, so then they know it's like looking for a phone. Just call a
Yeah,
mechanic. It's like whatever.
absolutely. Mhm.
It's like, hi, sorry, uh, I don't know who the local shop would be. We're having issues with our car outside. Do you know who'd be
Yeah.
nearby to contact immediately? It's like
Um
I don't really.
I mean,
It's a little cold out, so I don't
oh
want
my
to wait too
goodness,
long.
I'm so sorry that you're cold. Here, I can fix you up something very quickly. You look like I mean, you look like a macchiato girl. Am I wrong?
Honestly, anything with caffeine will be a friend.
Oh, I can hook you right up. So the only one that is nearby that I think that would come, I mean, it's still, I guess it's still pretty early. We can call Toby's. I mean, he's a tow truck though, not a mechanic. Any mechanics that I know that's in the area is probably gonna either be super expensive or is not gonna be open anymore. Is that gonna be okay? I can call around.
You know what? Worst comes to worst, they can come and maybe take a look at it. Maybe it's just a quick fix. It's just
Absolutely. Here, I'll yeah, you take a seat. I'll get you that drink. I mean, it's on the house. You look like you're chilled to the bone. Oh my gosh.
thanks.
Of course. And they start running about, make you coffee. They looks like most of the cups here are pretty dingy, but they open another cabinet with the really nice mugs that are in there. Get you in front of you is a piping hot cup of coffee um for you to enjoy, and they are already on their phone, looks like trying to call around. It's like it'll just take me a second to call around and see if anyone can come by.
Thanks. I didn't know there were still internet cafes around. For some reason, I thought they've basically just disappeared. But
Yeah, it's really weird. I mean, like when I applied for this place, it was just because I'm going to nursing school, so I was looking for a place that had really flexible hours, and this place was still open, and I said the same thing. I was like, why is there an internet cafe open? Everyone has unlimited internet and knows how to go to incognito mode so the government doesn't find you. But I don't know, this place is still open and I get paid pretty decently for the work I do here. Not a lot of people come. A couple people come through, but they don't bother me. They go in their corners or they go into the basement. I don't really pay attention much.
basement.
Yeah,
I'm assuming that's mostly like storage or like maybe a room to use or something. But it's
you know what?
basement Chicago space.
I don't really know. I don't really pay attention much.
I don't know. As
And I
long
will
as
say,
they don't make a mess and you don't
Seraphina,
have to clean it.
I will say, Seraphina, with your heightened senses up, she says it the exact same way as before when you asked her the previous question. Inflection, her shifting of her arm, it is the exact same.
Okay, so what could I do some sort of insight to see if this is some sort of like some sort of like ability to like influence like whatever so then she's like deliberately something like hidden directive or whatever like to
Yeah, I'm
have
going to say this can be a wits dominate role or a wits insight role, and then you can use your heightened senses. You can use your auspex to get like a closer look at her like inflections, body movements, things like that. Should you so wish.
I think I might get more off of insight.
Hmm.
I don't think my specialty will work. It's emotion. Would my attractiveness help me?
It would. In fact, it would.
Amazing. All right, so that'd be 3, 4, 5, 6 plus auspex, 7, 8
Mm.
for being attractive. So that'd be 4 for half. I'll take half.
Okay, yeah, four for half. There, it is a very base manipulation of her responses. There seem to be certain things with this business that she's just been told to automatically respond to. And it's for anyone who doesn't know what to look for, it would be easily passable, but you specifically having the pathway open to you for dominate, the rudimentary kind of programming is easy to spot for you.
Okay.
But there seem to be certain things that she's just been told to not notice or comprehend.
Got it. Yeah, I don't think I immediately make comment on it. Just kind of leave like, well, you know what, if you don't need to clean up after whoever the heck it is and they don't make a mess, then it's like whatever.
Absolutely. Why do more than what you're paid for? You get it, girl.
Um,
Or, ooh, I'm sorry. That was me. Like, I did not mean to gender you before even introducing yourself.
No, it's
I
totally fine.
she, her. How do you identify?
She, her.
Excellent. Well, you take a seat. I'm sure I can get someone here within the next couple of minutes.
Thank you.
Like 30 minutes at least, at the most.
Right. Yeah, she kind of like turns a little bit in the chair so then like she can like see more of the room. And
Absolutely.
like obviously I don't know where the fuck Clyde is.
Right?
But yeah, it's like kind of like keep an eye on things so then
Mhm.
Clyde can focus on Clyde
Yeah.
stuff.
So, Clyde, Seraphima being the distraction that she is, most people in here are going to be focused on her, even if they're pretending to not be focused on her. So, what
Yeah.
would you like to do?
All right. I would like to first off scan the room, see who's here.
Yeah, so there is one person who's at like one of the circular service tables closer to the door who was typing away at an old Alienware laptop and is like looking at Seraphima but still pretending to type. There is another person who is just, I mean, it's up to Clyde how he feels about what he sees when you see just someone who has those circular tubs of butter and a package of bread,
Hmm.
and they're just dipping the slices of bread and eating them as they're going away at the one of the
Oh.
provided monitors.
Okay. Yeah. Mm.
There looks to be another individual who has a laptop. Young man dressed in a cheap in a cheap material, expensive looking suit, and seems to be trying to have like a conversation. Seems to be having trying to have like a web cam conversation.
Mhm.
Um, Definitely a scam from what you can see of it. And again, all of these people are very much trying to not look like they're noticing Seraphima, but there
Yeah.
is one who is deliberately not looking in Seraphima's direction, and they're
That's
at
a
the
good.
provided monitor that's the furthest away with the back to the door.
Okay. I'm gonna sneak on over to him.
Mhm.
Um, can I see his screen just honestly by standing over him? Really?
Yeah, standing over him, you see that he's very quickly trying to close out some emails
Mhm.
and he's texting at the same time. The text message reads, uh, we got to get out of here. They're here. It's been sent off and he's trying to close out some of the
Okay.
emails that he has. Um, if you would like to read the emails as
I
you are
would like. Can I get a quick like at least like with the
absolutely,
email address like
yeah.
who it's to or something?
Absolutely. So the email address that you can read, you can easily memorize it. But the contents of them says like looks like the first one that you read that says, ooh, excuse me. Um, Surveillance cameras will be provided in the next week or so. Please do make sure not to miss the next job like you did the last one. Uh we need to keep on schedule. Need I remind you there's an entire city of blood-sucking beasts out to destroy everything that is good, and we are the only ones that can stop them. Get
Mm.
going. And it's signed Redwood.
Okay. I don't know who that is, but that seems important.
Yeah.
This guy
The
does he look like um how I assume a middle-aged
Terry?
dad would look? Yeah, yeah. Like
No.
and like.
This man he is very, even though he definitely looks older, probably within his mid 20s. So I say older, but still young by comparison to you and vampires everywhere. Um, but his build is as if someone who grew very quickly and still isn't used to the dynamics of their body. He's hunched over. He wears large, like thick Coke bottle, like not thick Coke bottle glasses, but the prescription that you can see is jutting out from the lenses. So he probably has very poor vision. Curly black hair. Um, and underneath the hoodie that he's wearing, that on the back has the honored drinks written on the back. Uh, it looks like he's just a very wiry young man.
Mhm.
Couple of the you see two other emails very quickly before he's shutting stuff down. It looks like he's trying to go.
Okay.
Uh, the next email that is read says, um, if you are continuing following the target cat, it is advised that you no longer harass Natalie White. She is off
Mm.
limits all under all circumstances.
Mhm.
And then the next one that you read, that's the last one that you see. This is the one is also signed Redwood.
Okay.
The next email that you says, "Be cautious with the new targets. They are not young, and so they are more dangerous. Be prepared as possible."
Yeah, we
Um,
are. Sorry, I don't
and
say that. Just think about it.
that one is not signed.
Okay. Okay. He's
And
still
it's a
on, so I don't
and
think
it's a
there's any way to
separate.
go.
And I will say this last email is a separate email address. Like they're two different ones.
Oh. Oh, okay. Huh. Not
You can
signed.
get them both down very quickly.
Yeah. Okay. Oh, I can't really go on his computer because he's there. Does he have a backpack with him?
Yeah, he does have a backpack on him.
I'm assuming he'll go in the car, but could I put a tracker in his backpack just in
Yeah,
case?
I'm gonna say yeah, easily.
Yeah, I'll do that.
Okay, so you slip the tracker on. Do you do anything else? Because he's about to get up and leave.
He's on his computer. His phone anywhere on him? Is it like on
Yeah,
the
he has.
table or in a
Yeah,
backpack?
he had it in his hand and he put it down next to him while so he can log out of the computer.
If I grab something, does that become invisible, or is it just like a floating phone around?
It doesn't say that it's still visible, so I'm going to say that once it becomes in your person, it will go invisible. I'm going to say that, and someone keep on me if I decide to change my decision. Just if
Okay.
I change my mind later in the future. So, yeah, I'm going to say once something is in your personal space or your aura, it becomes invisible.
Okay, but not to me though. I guess I want to clarify. Like, is it? Oh.
Not to you.
Yes, thank you.
Can
Sorry.
you can see it and interact with it.
Okay. Can I take the SIM card out of that?
Yeah.
Oh, I do that. Yeah.
Okay.
Just
You take the SIM
then-
card out. Your technology is high enough to where this is no longer a role. Take the SIM card out. Do you put the phone back together and put it back, or do you keep the phone?
Put the phone back together, put it on the floor like you dropped it, and then yeah, that's it.
Okay. Excellent. Yeah, that happens. You see him frantically looking around, grabs it, and he starts to head out the door, head down, and again, very much not wanting to look anywhere near Seraphima's direction.
It's training him.
Serafima, you also see him exit. Donovan, right before we just jump to the end of what's happening between you and Wraith, you have the phone in your hand. You get that text message of, "They're here. We need to go." So you have that message as we are jump, because time is wibbly wobbly. We jump
Ooh.
to Wraith now. You have Will in a headlock. Malcolm, arms like spread wide against the back seat, looking at the two of you, and August is like, "Will, what are you doing? Like, why are you acting like this?" Very confused, as Donovan, you have done nothing. But he is now freaked out because Wraith did suddenly appear. Wraith has glowing red eyes.
He did say he dropped that.
Oh, you did? Okay, I didn't catch that. So,
Yeah, I turned off the glowing red eyes
mm,
as soon as I appeared. Like as I
yeah.
appeared.
So in this situation, things are starting to get tense because August has seen Will get aggressive for no reason, and now this other person is holding Will down. So tensions are getting
Yeah.
higher.
And
But
I'll be like, and I'll just immediately look at Will because I seen you grab that. And I go, I'll look at Will and just go, calm down.
you have
Calm down.
you have presence as well, right?
I do. I still have awe up.
You do still have op. So I'm gonna say, yeah, you telling him to
Calm down.
calm
Calm
down.
down.
Yeah, I'm gonna say that still works here.
Yeah.
Uh,
I'll just look at you and I go, thank you. You can let him go now.
I'll let go.
I
yeah,
go, that's my backup.
Then I will look
Uh,
into the back seat.
yeah, Malcolm is not moving and like a scared animal, just like, if I don't move, they don't notice me.
Yeah.
Can I roll my intimidation?
I'm gonna say, what is your intention of doing so? Because he's already
Make sure
scared.
he doesn't say anything about what he has seen.
Absolutely. So intimidation, and you want to do composure or what would be a good charisma? You using just the force of your presence here to keep him silent.
Yeah, I can see charisma.
Okay.
just because I feel like it. I'm
Mhm.
gonna rouse my charisma.
Mm-hmm.
Go for it.
Okay.
All right, your hunger increases. What does
Nom,
that
nom, nom,
put
nom.
you in?
2.
Okay, excellent.
Charisma.
Mm,
Oh, where'd it go?
it seems to have rolled. Was that an accident or did you intend for that to be rolled?
Give me a second.
No problem.
My roll 20 just wigged out on me.
Oh, classic.
Okay.
Excuse us while we manage our technical difficulties. Well, while we wait for Jesse to come
He's a
back to roll his
Lasombra.
hit.
Come on.
Yeah,
It is bound to happen.
It's
That's
very
true.
fitting.
I mean,
If
Okay.
it were to happen to any of the characters.
yeah.
To any of the
Yeah,
players.
okay,
Mhm.
I'm back.
Mm-hmm.
I got this. I swear I can make it work.
I believe in you.
Right.
Yep.
We saw an intimidation
Charisma?
roll with a total of 3 dice.
Yeah.
Which
Is that
I don't feel like
Is
was
that the
right.
correct number of dice?
No.
3?
okay?
No,
Okay.
It
I
should be
don't think.
3 plus 1
Gotta have
charisma
more.
plus the 2 from rousing it.
Okay.
Okay, so re-roll for me.
What the?
All right. So
The
that's
dice
2
wanted
successes.
2.
Mm-hmm.
Mhm.
Are you satisfied with that, or do you wish to spend a willpower?
I'm satisfied with it.
All right. Yeah.
I mean, the guy's already looking like he's about ready to piss his pants, so.
He is. But deliberately, you want him to not say anything.
Mm-hmm.
Was your intent? Yeah.
Yeah.
If you could visibly see the moisture leave his body, it absolutely would. So Donovan,
Yeah.
you've ordered him to Will to calm down,
Yeah.
and he does.
Good. The other thing, like, good. We're all fine here. It's all fun. Fine. I'm just well, why don't you just lean up against the car with me? August, just come on over right next to your buddy Will. Let's just talk. Obviously, things are getting weirdly heated.
Absolutely, they do so.
Great. So now that I just have like their full attention,
Yep.
I'm just like, gentlemen, one second. Computer just did a weird thing. All right.
I've given you the curse.
You are. But yes, no. I'm just like, gentlemen, let's let's be cool. We're all fine. We're all fine here. So now, just like reasonable folk, just tell me, uh, why why did you take this job?
Yeah. August responds. I will say you can't whammy both of them because
No,
you do not have mass manipulation, but
I do not.
Will is in a state of calm to where he's not going to object or anything. So
Yeah.
August replies like, "We needed the extra money. Funds are kind of tight, and it seemed pretty easy to listen to
Mm-hmm.
some whack job to say, hey, it was a grand for photos, and 3 for any good moving footage or conversations with you. I don't know.
With me specifically?
Well, yeah, because you met with some, I don't know, you met with some guy, long hair, wore a bunch of necklaces.
Oh, that guy. Is
Yeah,
that guy under? So that guy's under surveillance then?
yeah.
Yeah, that guy is shady as fuck. But
Nope.
I know him from a while back.
Oh, okay. Well, I don't
He was
know.
in. He's in some kind of trouble.
Yeah, I don't know what beef you have with him, but like he's fucking crazy.
Redwood,
But
you said, right?
yeah. hmm
Do any of you know who that is?
Uh, they all shake their head. It's like, no, Steve's the only one. Steve's the only one who's ever met him in person. We all just get We all just get
Gotcha.
emails from him. He pays us
And
electronically.
Steve's the guy. I point behind me into the cafe.
Yeah. Donovan, that's when you get the text.
Yeah, and yeah. So yeah, I see the text. I go, um, uh, great. Well, I would really like to talk to Steve then.
Oh, awesome.
Looks like Steve's coming out though, so why don't you just hail when he comes out, just hail him into the conversation.
Okay, no problem.
And like, and like, so you guys have been using this phone, phone and stuff, and I
Mhm.
will immediately go through. Immediately, I'm like, oh yeah, no, I'm blush of life, so I can touch things.
You can touch the phone, yeah.
Mhm.
I can touch things. I go, okay, so where are your videos? Do I?
Yeah, August like leans over, points to the
Yeah,
videos.
could you just? I'm so bad with tech. Could you just show me?
He's like, yeah, I had to get the hang of it too. He sends us like really weird new phone stuff. Yeah, I
Got
can.
gotta cuddle up close to
Yeah.
the bear.
While they
A lot of
are
things Donovan said hasn't been a lie so far. It's just great.
Mhm.
Yeah.
while they are doing this, I'm gonna step
Mhm.
like out of all their vision
Yep.
and unseen presence again.
Alrighty. So are you doing Cloak of Shadows or are you doing Unseen Passage?
Just unseen passage. So
That will require another rouse check.
yes. Character sheet went away.
Oh no.
I hate this. Ba, 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 da, ba. Oh, I believe it's this one. Is that right?
That is
No.
rolling the dice.
Okay.
No, it's the rouse. You just gotta hit
Right.
the rouse
Sorry.
button.
I thought there was an automatic one for it. Yay, hungry.
Regardless, you
There
get
you go.
hungry.
All right, so you increase that hunger.
But I'd rather not have the guy see me when he comes out of
No
the
problem.
place.
And
Fair.
and excellent timing as you move out of their peripherals into the shadows that the building creates. As Donovan, you're going through. I'm assuming deleting the photos.
Yeah,
And
I like nestled
videos.
myself in between Will and August, and it just
Mhm.
like having August show me of like, so here are the videos of us, like, oh, okay, just want to see what they had gotten, and I'm just
Yeah.
like, cool, and then you delete like that, right? All right,
Yep.
cool, and just
Absolutely.
right.
As you do so, the door opens. You hear the bell from inside, and you see August look up. It's just like, "Hey, Steve!" And you two see the young man I described. He's pulled the hood up, and he freezes, and he's about to bolt. Wraith, you
Yep.
are invisible. Please make me.
Tackle.
This is going to be dexterity brawl because you are
Okay.
trying to be fast enough to grab him, not strong enough to grab
Yeah.
him. If you happen, I don't know what you have. That's me. That's showing my colors. If you have anything in celerity,
Let me take a look. I can't remember if I do or not. I
You do
don't
not.
think
No.
so.
I'm
No,
the only
bite
the
kid
only
with.
one that has access to it is Aaron at the moment.
Mm-hmm.
I
Y'all
think I'm the
bite
only
each
one
other.
with it.
I believe
Mm,
so.
All right.
yeah.
Yeah,
Here
I
we
ended.
go.
Only kid quick.
Ooh, let's check
What?
at the message. It is a clean crit. Thank goodness.
Yes.
Are you satisfied with 4 successes?
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, absolutely. As you reach out, cloaked as you are in shadows, grab him and put him in a hold, and he's freaking out because, as far as his perspective is, something is just holding on to him, and he's just like, fuck, 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 fuck.
I go and I'm just like, Steve, buddy, come on, come over.
I
We're
will
all having a
turn
powwow.
him and force his head up
Yeah,
to look
absolutely.
at Donovan.
I
Absolutely.
go, buddy, calm down. We're all just having a chit chat. Come on over.
Yeah, you have to, Wraith, I will say, it's not an issue because you have both super strength, and I think your base strength is, what, 5?
No,
4?
God, no, 3.
3? Still enough. You can hold a grown man as you just power move him over, and I will say, Donovan, his eyes are squeezed shut.
Oh, interesting.
Art. Yeah.
As he comes over, I'm gonna look at August. I go, why is he closing his eyes?
Um, I don't know. He thinks that everything Redwood talks about is fucking real. He's a
What is
little.
he? What has he been telling you guys?
Oh, stuff about like
Is it
vampires. He calls them blood-sucking bastards. He had us looking at like
vampires?
yeah, he had us like looking
Like,
into some like co-ed. I was really Will was super freaked out, like weirded out by it, but I was just like, it's a paycheck. We're not gonna follow her home. Fucked up. Uh,
whoa, you guys were spying on a co-ed?
yeah, he said she was a vampire. We just took
I'm looking
pictures.
over at Will, and I'm like, really? You're gonna take jobs spying on young ladies
I
because they're
didn't
vampires?
I didn't want to. I made sure to take a picture outside of this club that they were in
Oh,
the east
okay. So
side. Those were the only times we like did it cuz I mean, a grand for a picture is enough, but
hey,
as
I'm not
picture.
gonna judge you. I've done plenty of stuff that I'm not super proud of to keep bread on the table, but like, come on.
Yeah, no,
um,
it was fucking weird.
yeah, that's weird, man. And so why can't he? Can vampires suck out eyes? Is that why he can't open his eyes?
I don't know. He said something about I don't know. He just said don't. He just says some guy that he talked to or something said don't look in the eyes. It's all a bunch of bullshit.
Like a I thought that was isn't that Gorgons? I thought that was from in history class. What was it?
Medusa? Yeah,
Medusa.
you see,
Medusa.
you see Will in August, just like yeah, Medusa.
I
Malcolm remaining silent in the car. um,
mhm.
Steve trying to bust out.
Poor Steve.
Yeah, and I'm like Steve, buddy, what are you doing? Why are your eyes shut so tight? You doing okay?
And he's hyperventilating. He's not
Okay.
responding.
Yeah. Like, what's wrong with him?
He scares easy. Kid's good with computers. Like he knew
Oh
how
yeah,
to. Yeah, he knew how to do all of our tech and stuff. But
that's awesome.
mm,
Um. Uh.
I will reach over and try and use my fingers to pull his eyelids up.
yeah,
Yeah.
you have super strength. Their eyelids, you can pull
Their
them open.
eyelids.
He's not the strongest muscle in the body, so
Yeah. So yeah,
Yeah.
you can force them open.
I go, Will, buddy, calm down. Sorry,
Steve.
Steve, buddy, calm down.
I'm Will.
Are you using compel?
Yeah, I'm using Capel.
I'm going to
Nice.
need you to roll.
I love it. All right, so that looks like it is going to be rolling. I have not rolled for compel in a hot minute.
Mm.
Do you want me to
Since
check
our
for?
Bronco days.
Mm-hmm.
Let's see here. That is, yeah, I forgot what the exact. I want to be accurate in the exact roll. Hold on, I think I'm right. Oh, okay, I got
Yeah.
it.
Good, 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 good.
Disciplines. All right, and then it's in dominate.
Yep. I want to say it's like
There it is.
charisma and something.
I think it's
It is charisma plus dominate
There we go.
versus this boy's intelligence plus resolved.
Mm-hmm.
Yep. Commanding a resisting victim. Victim of the vampire. Or another vampire requires contest. Yeah, versus intelligence plus resolve. Okay, cool. Sick. Alright. So it is charisma. And it is dominate. So
Mhm.
charisma. And then yeah, that's plus discipline. And then yeah, I'll do that. That's cool. All right, cool. Here we go. So he's got to make intelligence plus resolve roll.
Mm-hmm.
All right, so that's 3. I'm pretty disappointed with that. I'm gonna spend a willpower. I'm gonna get me a willpower reroll.
Mm-hmm.
You should have marked that willpower.
I just did. There we go. 2
Oh,
more, so
5
5.
success total. Now, even though Jensen is in the know and prepared, he is still only immortal. So he only has 4 dice to roll in his mental stat to try and resist this. Make
So
sure
he
the
must
hunter's
crit.
off.
Maybe he'll crit. Yeah. Oh,
He
no, that's
does
opposite.
not. The opposite of it. So as you pry his eyes open and you use compel, calm down, and he does. Wraith, you feel Steve's body relax in your hold as he does so.
Do you let him
I
go when you
will
feel
allow
that?
him. Yeah, I'm going to
Yeah.
let him go, but I
Okay.
will be on the ready to grab
Understood.
anyone.
Absolutely.
Yeah, and I just like kind of catch him by the arm if he like drops a little bit. I'm just like, hey, buddy, hey, you okay? You okay?
Yeah, I'm calm now.
Your buddies were worried about you.
Um,
Now, so listen, hey, Steve, man, I'm gonna need you. Uh, Tell me who Redwood is. Compel. I'm compelling him.
yeah, absolutely. I will say because he rolled a 0,
Sure.
that this next one he cannot roll to resist. So he says, his real name's Paul Sterry.
Like, can you tell me where Paul Sterry lives?
This one will require another roll. He is actively trying to resist you.
Sure. No problema.
I'll reroll his 4 dice. This time he got 3.
Very
Not,
nice.
not bad, man.
You could just take half and beat him.
Oh, jeez.
It doesn't
I
matter.
guess I
You still beat him.
could've. Yeah, I'd still beat him, but
Yeah.
That was good to
So,
know. Yeah, that's-
5 successes. Yeah. Yeah, he has. Yeah, he lives in Arlington Heights, and gives you an address, and the words are tearing out of his mouth. I followed him. I followed him home.
nod. Great. Thanks, man. Uh, I'm gonna look. I'm gonna like, hey, August, Will. I'm just talk to Steve, real quick, alone. But thanks for telling me about that one guy that I met up with. That I'm gonna avoid him from now if you guys are investigating shit like that. Um. Hey, listen. Hey, you guys said you guys are a little strapped on cash, right?
Yeah, I mean, everyone's
Listen,
strapped on cash.
since you guys are being so cool, dropping this whole thing, leave me alone. Hold on, I got a thing. I just got a windfall. I want to give you a little something, and I'm going to go into the front seat of my car and literally come back with this a small metal briefcase. I'm gonna hand it to Augustus and Will. And I'm like, hey, if you guys just don't take any jobs from that guy and just sort of avoid that whole shit, like whole shit, just go back to church, be good people. I just want you to take that, okay? Like, and I'll just hand it to them,
Yeah.
and if they,
How
yeah,
much money's in there, Donovan?
like probably like in that little case, probably around a little under $50,000.
That's it. Damn.
Yeah, that's it.
Shh.
Oh,
It's a
dang.
tiny
No.
case, okay?
Listen,
Yeah,
tiny
yeah,
case.
it's a baby case.
I
Oh
just
yeah.
wanna
Okay.
I just
Size
wanna
case.
remind everyone, for those watching here with us,
Just in case you've forgotten.
resources is just a thing vampires can buy, and that's just on the bare minimum of what you can do. It's a background
Listen,
feature.
some people can turn invisible.
Some
Some
people
people can rip cars in half. Some people can charm an entire room. Others have
have money.
That's the only power you need ever. Just be
Yeah.
rich. That's
Listen,
all you need.
in late stage capitalism, absolutely. Yeah, you hand over the cash. I'm gonna say $50,000 to these guys. Yeah, no roll necessary. Like, they close the case, or just like, yeah, absolutely. should we wait for Steve? Should we
No,
head
why don't you
out?
going back? I'm sure he can Uber.
Okay.
Because like I already
Right.
established, these guys don't necessarily believe in kindred. They just
Yeah, from
for,
your interaction with them,
but this
like,
kid does.
yeah, August, Will, and Malcolm have no clue like vampires exist. This was a joke to them, but it was easy money.
Yeah.
Steve, on the other hand,
Yeah.
absolutely has some awareness, and yeah, so
Yeah. So
they
yeah they
yeah,
can leave
they
now.
get in the car, they drive away. Steve is watching the taillights disappear on the horizon.
Like yeah, I just go. Get a weapon on you, Steve. I'm just like asking now.
Yeah. Uh, yeah, and yeah, Steve is what? Steve, what is your willpower? Yeah. I'm going to say that Steve. Yeah, absolutely. He pulls out a gun and will point it at you.
Cool. Yeah, Donovan doesn't flinch. I will
Mhm.
immediately like just put a hand up, but that hand isn't to show I'm not doing anything for him. That's me being like, Wraith, it's okay.
Mhm.
Because I
Accept.
know my beautiful shadowy guard monster I know is right
Mhm.
there.
Yeah,
And I'm just my hand up is just to Wraith, being like, that's okay.
understood.
And I'm gonna then slowly put my hand back down. Is it so? What? So is it like a 45? Is it like a little like 38? Like, does he look like he picked this up at at like a
He picked it up at like a gun and go.
yeah? So this is like a pawn
Like a
shop or
gun
something.
and go.
Yeah. Is he like holding it right?
Nope.
I
Oh,
go yeah. I will kind of like tilt my head to look at it. I go, you sure the safety's off there, brother?
don't move. I'll fucking shoot.
Mm-hmm. I believe you. I believe you. A little hard to shoot me with the safety on, but
I'm not,
do you even
I'm,
know what a safety is, kid?
I'm not gonna fucking fall for that.
Well, I mean, your buddies told me what thing. If I'm a, I don't even remember, but if I'm what they say is, can I make you do it? But I'm not gonna. So, kid, why don't you don't do something you would immediately regret, like shoot a man, and just calm down.
You're not a man. None of you are. You're fucking monsters.
None of none of who, kid? Your friends? Your friends are people. They go to church. They're good people.
You know what I'm talking about. Don't act like you don't know what I'm talking about.
You don't got a lot of friends, do you, Steve?
You and the other one just, the one that's inside, you get back in your car and you fucking leave.
Or what, Steve? Or what?
If I can't do anything, then someone else will. People know that you exist.
Hmm. Well, I guess, Steve, you're in a unique opportunity here. You're pretty good with tech, right?
Why?
Well, that's what your buddy said. They said you're really good with tech. And they got families, right, to provide for and whatnot. But you don't, do you, Steve? You don't got like a wife or a husband.
You don't fucking know me.
I mean, they called you the kid, so I'm going to go ahead and guess nah. You're what, 26, 27?
Doesn't matter.
He just smiled and, awe on,
Yeah.
and just like, Steve, there are a lot of ways this night can go. The one that where you get everything you want is where you willfully hand me that pistol. You could find out a lot of things tonight, Steve. You could decide how your future is going to look. But if you pull that trigger, your life's over.
Donovan.
Yeah.
Are you being genuine?
I am, yeah.
I will then ask for charisma persuasion.
Okay.
Your attractiveness does not apply here.
Awesome. Can I use convince?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Is that your specialty?
It is.
Mm-hmm.
All right, so that's charisma's convince. I'm gonna take half, which is 5 successes.
5 successes. Yeah. There is a moment. 'Cause
Oh,
you
sorry,
have-
forgot. My presence is up.
Yeah, you have
6
aura.
successes.
6 successes. Yeah. There is the benefit of you being undead is you don't have to blink when you're staring someone down, which is always great when they have a weapon aimed at you. Because, I mean, it's impossible to play chicken with a vampire when you're immortal. And whatever this young man has been told of what you are, you see the gears clicking his head, the calculations, his eyes shifting back and forth between you, Wraith, the door where he knows Seraphima is, and his way to escape is gone. And he's balancing it, and there's a moment where you see the realization settle, and you know you have him. And he lowers the gun.
Yeah, I put out my hand.
He'll put
For
it in
him.
your hand.
Take it. Put it behind me, and then I'm gonna pat him on the shoulder, and I go, "That's a smart move, Steve. That's a smart move. See, it's all good. We're gonna have a conversation now, and you can be like you've already told me everything I need to know. But I want to ask you some questions, Steve. So this guy, Patrick, like he told you shit and you believed him. Like about the word that word you used. Oof, that word. And you believe that, right? That I am that.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. And so, can you tell me, Steve? And I'm not using compel. I'm actually just asking
Yeah.
him.
Mm-hmm.
Why is it that Patrick is doing all this?
You mean Paul? Yeah.
I said Patrick.
You did.
I thought his name was Patrick. It's Paul, isn't it?
Paul
No,
Sterry.
the second you said Paul, I remembered it is Paul, and I misremembered.
Yeah.
Paul. Yes, what Paul is doing.
I when I first met Paul, it was at a Bible study, and a new pastor came in, and we just started, talking about, like, it was a lost support group, and Paul talks about how he lost his daughter.
He lost his daughter.
Yeah. And how everyone kept telling him that she was anemic, it was an iron deficiency, but he had all her medical records. There was nothing that any sign of what that was. She wasn't even in college yet. She just got accepted, and she went to a party, like on campus, and the next time he heard from her was him getting a call from the hospital saying his daughter is dead.
Nodding.
And I thought, shit like that happens, bad things happen. people.
Yeah,
Uh,
it's true.
pas- but yeah, the pastor said that yeah, some bad things happen and loss is inevitable, but there are some things that we don't that it's not just fate or bad shit happening. Sometimes it's other people or things that make the bad things happen.
Hmm.
And I saw one that he talked about.
You saw one what?
We had to do a couple of stuff. Paul had to do some like research stuff, and I helped him because I was the only one who knew how to talk about it. But there's Bible study, and then there's I don't know some of the muscle calls it like after church activities where it's just a much even smaller group where pastor will ask us to do some tasks to prove ourselves, and then
Hmm.
he'll show us the truth behind the city. I thought he was crazy
Hmm.
until I saw it.
So what?
It was just some guy that they had tied up to a chair, and I wanted to call the police. I wanted to call somebody, but then I saw his fangs that they ripped out of his mouth and they grew back, and it was fucked up.
Hmm. And this is the new pastor of this large church.
Yeah. He doesn't do
Mhm.
any sermons or anything. He specifically does counseling and outreach programs. He
Right. Like I see. Like
Pastor
what?
Isaiah is
Isaiah.
mhm.
Okay. And you didn't. And it sounds like you're a smart kid, and you thought that this was weird and fucked up and wrong until you saw something what you believed to be supernatural.
Yeah, I mean, you get a couple of ex-marines and
Yeah.
body and like bodyguard types in a room, it just becomes a whole pack mentality where they're just like, hey, let's not look inward, everything else is everyone's problem. And in a grief group, yeah, that makes sense. You want to lash out because you lost something. But yeah, then I saw it.
So that group that you're a part of, I've heard about them before. We've doing that is a cult. Steve, you're in a cult. I think you already knew that though.
I was raised non-denominational, so I kind of grew up
Okay, yeah. So yeah, he
I
just
grew up
nods.
I grew up in a cult, so
Yeah, no, I understand. So that's a cult. That cult does not care about you, Steve. I know that because I've seen them send kids like you to die for the cause. Did they give you that gun, or did you pick that up yourself?
they gave it to me.
I thought so. Steve, they're gonna kill you. Not today, maybe, but soon. They're gonna sacrifice you on an altar of their righteousness and holiness. They found a group of people that are different than them, like every other cult has in every other era, and demonize them. And I'm not going to tell you what you saw wasn't true. I'm not about to do that to you, Steve. But I am going to tell you that the people you're involved with are not good people and are not fighting for what is right. They are fighting so your pastor can gain power over other people. Now, you aren't an ex Marine. You're a kid who's good with computers, so you're going to die. they're going to get you killed. And I'm sure that you've smart enough to realize that, but that's why I wanted to guess that you don't have a lot of friends. And you said you were at a loss group. Do you have anyone, Steve?
Yeah, I have a little brother.
You have a little brother. Are you his only source of care?
He nods.
You're like, then why are you doing this, man?
Because
What's
because
going to
even though
happen to you when you die on the street for their cause? What's
I
going to happen
prepared
to him?
I prepared stuff.
You prepared stuff.
Yeah, I have a will. I have everything.
You made a will?
Yeah, everything you're saying makes sense, but it's hard to listen to it when I know this isn't your fucking face. I've seen what you turn into, or things like you.
I go, yeah. Like, you're right. There is a lot of shit out there, Steve. A lot of shit. There are things out there. Hell, in the lake. The things in that sleeps in that lake would drive you insane by the first sound they made. Okay? There are things other than us, than you out there. If I am what they say I am, wouldn't I have just killed you or ripped your mind apart or whatever the fuck else they told you?
Sure, you
Or
would have done that if I wasn't compliant.
why do I need you to be compliant if I can do all of that?
I don't know, drug dealer tactics.
Drug dealer tactics?
Yeah, you're nice
What's that?
until I don't know. You're nice until I'm useless. I don't know.
How are you useful to me right now, Steve?
I don't know.
No, of course you don't, because you're not. You're not. You told me everything I needed to know. You know what Paul did?
No.
He threatened someone I care about. And that person is a 19-year-old girl, human girl. She's going to med school.
You see, Steve
And
rubs
he
his
stalked
face.
her and threatened her.
What are people like me supposed to do when all the options are bad?
That's a great question, Steve. I want to give you a new option. And I don't know why. But this is something you should really, really do. Okay? So this is what you need. I need to ask you a question. Is it more important for you to know the truth about the world? Or would you rather have life be better for you and your brother? What's more important to you? And this is not a pandering question. This is a real question that can change your entire life.
You see him think for a long time with you and Wraith just standing there in perfect stillness. Clyde, you and Seraphima
Wraith
can
is still invisible.
yeah, still
Yes.
invisible. Seraphima, an invisible Clyde, you can come out whenever you wish or stand inside the stand inside the land party and just watch the interaction. Um but there is a long pause before he answers. You see him desperately try to scrub at his face. He's trying to not cry fully. It's like, I just want a better life for me and my brother.
Okay. Well, you're not going to have a good life in that fucking place and with those fucking people. Steve, you said you keep saying you're good with computers. Do you have like a resume? Do you like? Are you good with shit like that?
Uh, yeah, I mean, I can email it to you. I worked in worked in a bunch of I laid the groundwork for a lot of startup companies.
Great.
Did some I did some finance mining when I first graduated. I
Damn.
MIT graduate.
MIT.
I know my shit.
So if say you got offered a job as the head of IT at a Fortune 500 company, that would be pretty great for you, huh?
Yeah.
Great. Like, so here's the thing. You need to you can't tell them you're leaving. You got to go. You got to just go out of that group. You give me as much information about those people, not the nice people in the church like you kids. I don't care about those people. I'm talking about the militarized ones, the ones who are trying to teach you to hate and fear and kill. Anything you can tell me about those people, tell them to me now. I have connections. I will get you a job out of here, okay? I'm not head of IT. That I can guarantee. You get your brother, get the fuck out. You give me your details, I'll send that shit on. And if you have any friends in there, try and get them out. That is not a good place.
He goes for his backpack, like very slowly, because he did feel an invisible force manhandle him. So he's just
Yeah,
very slowly opening his backpack. He pulls out a flash drive and hands it to you.
what's this?
I've been I've been investigating them on my own outside of shit, because
Okay.
apparently I'm very paranoid, and that has worked out for me. But if people are going to send me to do jobs on the side, I kind of want to know who I'm working for. So I've just been collecting
Legit.
stuff in case.
Alright. Good. Do you need some money to get out of here?
No, I have some cash. I'm good.
Are you sure?
Yeah.
Like, alright, pack your shit. If you have any friends in there, try and convince them to get out. Like, I'll send you over some information, okay?
He nods.
Okay, do I believe that he will do what I say?
Give me a. I'm going to say charisma insight. You've been talking to him
Okay.
long enough and have kind of worn down his outer shell, defensive shell, that you can be able to, while you're talking to him, pick up some of the
Alright.
more interesting things they've been on the
Taking
system.
half will give me 4 successes.
4 successes. I'm going to say that even though he has picked, he wants a better life for his brother, there is this curiosity in his eyes that might keep him lingering. He'll probably go underground, like, so from that deduction, he'll probably disappear for a little while, but he might come sniffing back around. But he is being very honest that he wants a better life. He wants
Okay.
a better
Well,
life.
then if I see that, then I have an idea. And
Mm,
I go, and then, so I'll send you the information, get you that good life. But if your curiosity gets the better of you, and you want to end up knowing the truth, I'm gonna reach into a back thing, hand out like a steel black card, and I go, call that number.
he takes it. I didn't know they made cards like this.
Like, he shrugs. He goes, but no, that once that number is wrong, it can never be unrung. Okay.
He nods.
Okay.
He gets up, leaves, uh, leaving the rest of you to recollect and reconvene.
Mhm.
But this is a good time, I think, to go on our break. Please refresh yourselves with a drink of your choice, whether that be water or other beverages. Get a snack, but please don't go anywhere. Come back for after break as we delve into our kindred have Paul Sterry's residence, as well as the name of another place that was written on the back of Steve's jacket. So let's see where they end up. So we'll be back, and thank you so much for hanging out with us for as long as you have right now. So see you when we come back from break.